Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Hey everyone, checking in on oil and USO. So let's start with oil in an absolute all-out dump, but considering where we came from, a huge move to the upside, the RSI is not even oversold yet. We're still in the upper 30s. So it was the lack of building support on the way up. Anytime you see a move shoot to one direction or the other, you know that it is easy to go in the other direction just as fast. So just like we had the all-out dump back to start March, that's why the bulls could so easily make it back up through those levels, because we didn't build resistance, not too many resistance levels on the way down. Same thing, we went really quickly to the upside, didn't build a ton of support on the way up, and here we go back down. So oil has all kinds of volatility just because it's really not seeing much sideways trading. It's all straight up or straight down. And what we have forming now on the weekly time frame is an equilibrium pattern that we'll look at in just a moment. As for Friday's trading, there was a really nice trade opportunity where we had an inside bar on the daily time frame, trading within the range of Wednesday. It was certainly not a bullish reversal candlestick. It was weak. So as soon as we broke that low of 50.53 on Friday, that's your bear signal right there. That's a bear break of the inside bar, and that indicates momentum is continuing to the downside. So after 50.53, we were watching the low at that point of 50.11, and we blew right through it, and now here we are with a new low of 49.18. That's the support to be watching. So we do have a lot of oversold conditions on the shorter term time frames over the past couple of days. You can see the hourly time frame, the RSI dips all the way down here to the teens and down to 20. So it's a weak bounce attempt at this point on the hourly. We'll see if the bulls can form any higher lows and higher highs and try and reverse it. And you can see on that bounce attempt from the last dump, we got up to the top of 51.36, and then we didn't break that level. So the fact that we couldn't see any higher highs on the bounce recovery let us know that the bears were still in full control. It was just a sideways, weak attempt, and then an all-out dump on high bear volume with continuation to the downside. So the pattern that we're looking at on the weekly time frame is an equilibrium pattern. We have our dump, we hit our base of support, we bounced, we have a lower high, and now we're going to look to form a higher low compared to this recent low. So 47.08, 47.11, 47.12, that's our triple low here down, and we're going to look to form a higher low compared to that level. Because of the lack of a bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame, we're not convinced that we have set our higher low yet. We need to see a bullish reversal candlestick on that daily to be looking for the higher low to be set. So at this point, anything above 47.08 will keep us in this equilibrium pattern, and we're going to look for it to continue to tighten out. We're going to see a lower high, a higher low, and then another lower high. That's what we're going to anticipate, watching things settle down after all this volatility. So overall, the bulls are still just fine in terms of where we are on this weekly, longer-term time frame. We've got our uptrend very much so intact. Didn't even test it on the last dump. Still support. And we're still watching this $54 level, and we anticipated that lower high was coming because the bulls just shot up multiple dollars, and the $54 resistance is so extremely strong that we know we needed to consolidate. We couldn't just shoot right through from $47 all the way up through a major resistance zone. So there's our bearish reversal inverted hammer. There's the big time confirmation, and we're scouting for a bounce, and a bullish reversal candlestick will be signal number one, and we need that on the daily time frame. We'll be watching for it for Monday, and I'd be a lot more confident in making a bullish entry before we get clear signs from the bulls if we were more oversold in the daily RSI. But again, we're not even oversold yet, so we could still see some further downside. We're going to be patient waiting for that bullish reversal candlestick. USO on the daily time frame, there's that dump, and the volume stands out. The first few days of consolidation, this was normal and healthy. After the big bull move, could even be a bull flag, but then once that volume kicked in on the inventory report dump, that really changed everything, and we see this big pullback. So it's the same scenario with the higher lows and lower highs. We had all this resistance zone back in the low, or the 1130s to 1150s, a lower high at 1126. We're looking for a higher low to form compared to 988, and we're looking for a bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame to consider an entry. So we are looking, again, Monday and Tuesday, we are going to be looking for a bullish reversal candlestick to indicate some upside after the bears have been in full control for the past 3 days. So here on the weekly time frame, we can see we're still maintaining higher lows on the weekly: 899, 923, 956, 988. So very clearly higher lows. We just need to see the bulls get above our recent high of 1107. And it was actually 1126, which was that recent high. Need to get over that level to be heading back up towards a lot of resistance we have in the upper $11 range. So need a new higher low to be established, need a bullish reversal candlestick on the daily time frame, and that's what we are patiently waiting for and watching for. Otherwise, the bears do still have full control. If I were a bear currently in oil, same thing. I'd be looking for an exit in the near term. Not an exit signal yet, but once we got our first bullish reversal candlestick after seeing these big red days, 5 red days in a row, I would be happy with my gains and want to exit, anticipating that the bulls are going to see a bit of a bounce at some point next week. So I appreciate you watching. We'll keep an eye on oil, certainly looking for a new higher low to be established. Thanks again and have a great weekend.